Okay, guys, now today we will be reacting to the GT opening from Dragon Ball's Z movies timeline. And make sure you check out my other anime reactions to the openings, and I hope you enjoy. Now let's do this. Alright, here we go, guys. The opening for GT. Alright, alright, so this is not the same Goku as the Dragon Ball timeline one. Apparently, it is an alternate universe series that has nothing to do with the main Dragon Ball timeline. But the song is good, but apparently everything else about it was hated because it was not that great. And and basically this is the first to have Super Saiyan 4. Apparently this Goku is got turned into a kid after the Z movies. And he achieves and transforms to Super Saiyan 4 into this series, and this takes place set after the Z movies. And and he fights a lot of new villains that are kind of like Z movies villains. And he also he also travels to space and outside of Earth, which is different from the Dragon Ball timeline. And everybody has a different design, unlike the Dragon Ball timeline. And Goku's personality is really different. Alright. Alright, so that's basically the main trio is Trunks, Pan, and Goku. But like I said, Goku is not the same one from the Dragon Ball timeline, and his behavior is really different. He also has different moves with his forms 1 to 4. He doesn't have like the forms of Blue, Red, and Ultra Instinct from the Dragon Ball timeline, which are way stronger. And he's not wearing his orange gi. Apparently, he has a blue gi instead of the orange. And also, he acts really different. And the Dragon Balls are a different design too. They're called the Black Star Dragon Balls instead of like the Red Star original ones that they collect in the main timeline. And there's no Super Dragon Balls. So this is a completely different universe altogether. And they also travel to different planets instead of being on Earth, which is what the main Dragon Ball timeline does. And it's just the three of them, unlike the bigger cast of characters for the Z Fighters from the Dragon Ball timeline. And and yeah, Goku's just so different here. Unlike he's basically very different from the Goku that we know from the Dragon Ball timeline, where he's training and fighting and sometimes saving the world. And everybody else has been redesigned to fit the series. And yeah, that was Dragon Ball GT's opening. It's really different from the Dragon Ball, the main Dragon Ball. Alright, that was the Dragon Ball GT opening. And it is pretty much a departure from the main Dragon Ball timeline. Like the Z movies were. But overall, yeah, it's a good opening song. And like the bad part about it is there's a lot of redesigns of the characters and new transformations. But yeah, GT GT has like the best opening song of the entire series. So yeah, and it is really different from the main Dragon Ball timeline and that series, but I find it pretty good in the opening songs, even though the story is bad and lame. But yeah, uh, like, comment, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.